All right, everyone. So, in case you haven't heard that in the UK they're putting Mounjaro up quite a bit. I'm hearing 40%. I'm even hearing up to 170%. But a place that I sometimes go to, it's a different provider. Everyone's got a different provider, but this one's called Medicine Marketplace. They're about to go live in a minute and do some kind of rundown, explain how much this and that and the next thing, because we're all kind of still in the dark here. So I'm going to watch it, react to it, and I thought I'd record it as I'm doing it, so give my opinion on what I think, because I'm on it already. So I've never recorded a TikTok live. I had to even sign up to it and stuff like that. So let's check this out. And one way or the other, it's not going to be good news for any of us, especially here in the UK. It's so annoying. Let's check it out.
TikTok journey with quite a few months back. I know back then we had promised prices, didn't we? Where we said that we're not going to change our prices, and not by chance, but by surprise, we have had an update from the manufacturer today to say that new prices, and this is what they're going to be, taken us all by surprise. We were in sheer panic. And unfortunately, it's just something that they have done. And how will this impact our weight management community out there? So it's a discussion regarding that. We are live with our orders in terms of placing orders. You can place your order normally. We are still abiding by the rule of, let me just set this up, that we are only issuing £1 a month like we have done. Unfortunately, it's not something that we can change because safety is still paramount. I know that it will have a financial impact on a lot of yourselves out there, because a lot of yourselves, when you started your journey, will have looked into the pricing. And back then, obviously, prices were quite competitive, especially with ourselves. Sorry, I'm just trying to put my stand up, so a little bit shaky. But I hope my voice is projecting pretty loud enough, because I'm sure all the people upstairs can hear me. Yeah, but we'll get there. So I've invited everybody on today to have a quick discussion about the pricing and the notification that came through from Lilly. So what I will do is I will start off by explaining why Lilly have done this, who is the manufacturer of Mounjaro. So the notification that came through early morning today was that they are changing the price point of all the medications so that they are unified across the whole of Europe and across the world, basically, because they have found that a lot of patients were trying to source the medication from the UK. And that is what they have told us, and that's why they have now adjusted the price point of the medication for everybody, just to reduce that from happening. Obviously, we have, I don't know whether our prices are live yet. I don't know where SHP and the rest of the team are. There are that many comments coming through. Unfortunately, we can't go through all the comments right now. I'm sure my moderators outside and in the live will be going through, trying to answer as much as we can.
Yeah, there is a way, Sham. Someone's put turn off comments. There is a way of turning the comments off, but I'm not sure how.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know. I feel like let them just roll in, because sometimes some customers and patients have internal conversations, don't they? Because as soon as I start faffing, you know how good I am with technology, especially TikTok. But the only thing is that we won't be answering many questions, because it is just a discussion about the whole price point around the medication. That's all. We do, I don't know whether our prices are live, but if somebody can post up somewhere, I'm sure somebody in the comments will, to sort of explain what the price point will be for ourselves. A lot of you will be concerned regarding this as well. And I totally understand, because a lot of you are on a weight management journey that started a long time ago, where you have initiated your journey. Your BMI might not be qualifying for moving over to a different medication either. We have gone live with Wegovy as well now. We adjusted our price point for that, just to make it more accessible for those of you that are able to switch over. Obviously, you can do to that medication as well, as long as your BMI qualifies. It's very similar to Mounjaro as well. Obviously, Mounjaro works on 2 receptors. Wegovy works on 1 receptor, but in saying that, it still has given very good results. I'll have a bit of a break whilst one of my moderators that can sort of take over with the information that you've sort of heard, because obviously you are all customers of Mounjaro, aren't you? You use different suppliers. Liz, right from the beginning, has used us, but all of you have moved across to us, and for one main reason, which was the price point. I know morally, ethically, you like the way we worked as well.
I know.
So thank you for all that support, and I hope we continue our relationship with all our customers out there.
Get a rough idea what everyone's.
So I think it's a really kind of difficult time for everybody. I'm trying to post the new prices up. So you guys have commented. Yeah, so I have put them on there. These are the new prices from the 1st of September. Unfortunately, it's a horrible position everybody is in. It's going to be really, really difficult. My goal is to hopefully stay with Medicine Marketplace for the rest of my journey. But obviously it's going to be quite an implication with the cost hikes. But I know from talking to you guys, you've kept the prices down as most you can. I know there's a lot of other pharmacies out there talking about it's going to be in excess of £300 a month and things like that, which I know with Medicine Marketplace, it's not going to be that much. You can see the prices in the chat if you see. I will keep posting them, but when everyone comments, they disappear.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Right. So what we have done, even with the new changes, our margin and our price point still reflects the old one. So hopefully we will be still quite competitive. This time round, though, we are not promising any prices, because then there's a lot of disappointment. Because we felt like we were promising until March, because in our heads we thought that is it. Nobody will change their pricing, and then all of a sudden this has sprung upon us. So that's one of the reasons why this time around we've said they are subject to change, because anything can happen. Like, I was midway through a live when I think SHP tried telling me the prices have gone up, and I ignored him. I continued my live, and only afterwards I was in sheer panic because I realised what had actually happened.
A million comments.
But unfortunately, I know it affects thousands out there, and that's one of the reasons why, if you are somebody who can't afford this particular drug anymore because of the price point around it, there are other drugs to support you, and they are still just as good, basically, in giving you that weight loss result.
I think there's a few people saying like, "Oh, we guaranteed the prices." They haven't. You're not guaranteeing them. So they have been really transparent from the very beginning. The prices were fixed till March on the conditions that Eli Lilly did not increase the prices. So they kind of done it in line with when tax and everything else was going to be changing come April. So that was why it was supposed to be fixed. But Eli Lilly has made the changes herself, and obviously as a company, you can't afford to cover that cost, because they have gone up quite excessively. So, but it was always on the back that as long as Eli Lilly didn't change the prices. So I know a lot of people are saying you promised the prices. Don't
worry, I'll find the prices out at some point throughout this.
As long as Eli Lilly didn't change it. So I've just seen a few people say.
And there were a lot of questions about whether you can switch over to Wegovy. The BMI initiation process for that is exactly the same as what it was for Mounjaro. So unfortunately, if your BMI falls under 30, you're not on any other weight-related condition, then at Medicine Marketplace, we won't be able to initiate you. If you are one that was just thinking about initiating on your weight management journey, then think about the finances, then Wegovy might be the better, cheap alternative at the moment. Because of this price point and this price change.
You need to say
and
the price.
We have gone live with our orders for Wegovy today, and we did do it as a result of the price increase, because we still wanted to help everybody out there. But unfortunately, if your BMI doesn't qualify or for that Wegovy, you would have to continue on the Mounjaro. The other thing that I must sort of just include in here is that we are looking into other payment methods like PayPal, Klarna. I think we have a list that we're trying to incorporate and get in before the price change, so you are able to split your payments as well. Because I know this has come up on our lives in the past where I said we are looking into it, but I think there is a sudden urge for us to do that to help everybody out.
Yeah, that would be good that you're paying.
Just from a couple of comments that I'd seen from a work point of view, just want to confirm that we're not doing bulk ordering. That isn't something that we've ever done. It isn't something that we will be doing. So it's order as normal. Yeah, and we can't say the prices on the live because TikTok put certain implications in place if you talk about the pricing, so that's why we're putting it in the comment.
All right, let me see if I
and we can't pin comments. It's not allowing us to pin them, so we are posting them in there. So they are in the comments. You'll just have to scroll back through. I've posted them. I know Gordy has, Tracy has, and Liz has, and SHP's in there posting as well. They are in the chat.
Yeah, just in there as well, people are asking if they've ordered today or order before the 1st September, will they get it at this price or the new price?
No, if you place your order right now, then obviously we are honouring this price. The price changes only from 1st of September onwards. So that means that if you then place your order 1st of September.
All right, I'm just going to run this by you all right now, right? So I quickly grabbed the picture of what they're putting in the comments. So they're saying a 2.5 is going to be 137. 5 milligram is going to be 178. 7.5 is going to be 215. 10 milligram is going to be 239. 12.5, which I just bought, is going to be 251. And 15 milligram is 271 pound. So that's what they're saying this place does. So I have to assume it's going to be similar around. So take it what you. Now, I don't know if this is golden yet, so I'm just going to keep watching the video here for a bit longer, see what they're saying. So
Tomorrow is but currently as we speak, your orders might just go through multiples. Please don't order multiples because it is then a costly task, isn't it, Liz? All the resources that are required to then go through that many hands to get that refund sorted. And then once your payment comes through, it comes through pretty fast to us, but that refund will only come through or be land in your account, depending on who you bank with, but can take up to 10 days. And it's a lot of money.
So just for the people that are commenting saying that they had an email reply or a phone call this afternoon, that was the information that we originally thought that would be happening, that we would be able to accept multiple orders. But unfortunately, when the director and Sham and everybody else have sat down and they've worked out prices, everything else, it's a decision that we've decided can't happen.
Yeah, Liz, so basically we were waiting for Lily to get back and we thought they will support those extra orders. They came back saying, no, we won't. They're not going to support any additional orders from customers like that. And that's because originally we did say that place your order, we'll keep it on hold until it's safe. That email has now been amended because as soon as Lily got back, I had to rush home and get that email amended to say, I'm really sorry, unfortunately, we won't be able to. And we've just had to then say £1 per customer at any one point at the moment. Like it always has been.
Fair way to do it as well, because otherwise people that have money are going to stock buy. And then the people that are in that position are not going to be able to stock buy, and it just puts people at disadvantage. So it's keeping it fair for everybody by only allowing you to purchase the £1.
So you can't stock buy for anyone.
And I know some people are going to say that
which is fair for everyone.
Obviously, it's going to be more expensive moving on, but unfortunately, it needs to be as fair as possible for everybody. And I think that's what I like about you as a pharmacy. You offer it to everybody. You're trying to make it affordable for everybody. And I've seen there's some comments saying,
myself,
how come you're cheaper than Eli Lilly is on her prices? Then you're not cheaper than what Eli Lilly's prices are. It's just other pharmacies have obviously chosen their prices. So each pharmacy.
I think a fake picture went out.
Yes, I was going to say I've seen a lot of bigger creators have been putting that, and I've had an argument with one about it because they're showing false prices from Eli Lilly.
Yeah, so they're showing a picture of the cost price from Eli Lilly, saying that like it costs the pharmacy to buy a 15 milligram for £330. So it's questioning people like, how can it be any cheaper than that? So
a lot of false information.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't go back. And also, if they are not a registered pharmacy, believe me, I've been in pharmacy so many years, and even then, I just about get my head around how the pricing with the suppliers work. And it's not as simple as this is how much we're buying for, and this is how much we get reimbursed, or whatever it might be. It's not as simple as that. So definitely, please don't look into and listen to all these people on social media. And that stands for not just prices. This is a very good example, though, isn't it? That they are not registered pharmacies. They don't really know what's right, what's wrong, and then they're giving out false information. And this goes the same with medication, advice, side effects, anything. And that's why it's very important to correctly use the resources that we have.
There's lots of comments in there asking about restock of 15. Is that going to be before the first?
Yeah, so Gordy, we're really unsure about where we stand with stock. I'm only hoping that this new price point of theirs means that stock will be much better in the coming months, but we just can't say, with this being sprung upon us, we just don't know what they're going to do in terms of the 15 and 12.5. Because up until now, we always knew that beginning of the month we will get our stock, but right now it's so uncertain that I'm just leaving it open to say maybe we will, maybe we won't. We've just got to wait and see what happens on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
There's other comments as well in here asking for people that will qualify for Wegovy. What is your recommendation for moving to MJ to Wegovy, changing the medication? What do you advise?
What we advise. So anybody moving from MJ to Wegovy, your BMI still needs to qualify. That's very, very important. Another thing to remember is you need to give your body enough time to expel all of the Mounjaro, basically. And this.
I don't want to interrupt too much, but I'm just going to say is, so I'm on 12.5. Stocks are going to be a problem because people are going to go wild within the next few weeks anyway to get this. And as she's saying, 15 could be a problem. And I'm not on 15, and I may not need to because I'm just on 12.5. But I really don't want to be in this situation. And of course, it had to happen.
You then move over to Wegovy. There's a lot of information out there with other companies that give different advice at Medicine Marketplace. We have said a month because.
Also, I'm not getting paid by Medicine Marketplace, it's just where I've got mine from. But I will say is when I order it from them, it's quick and easy. I get it in a couple of days, so they don't mess around. And when I've had a question, they've answered it pretty easily. And when I've called them, when I haven't called them that much, but when I have, they've been pretty decent and answered me pretty good. So that's why I'm with them.
One medications out there.
Yeah.
So very important, and very important for those of you that have not started your journey as well. Please look into the new prices before you do start. I know a lot of you started your journey a long time ago, like all of you did, and we were quite transparent with our prices where we knew you'd be able to then calculate how much you would need. And obviously nobody knows how long you will be on the medication either. Some patients and some customers reach their target goal and target weight really quickly, as opposed to some others who don't. Whether you are then going into maintenance, you might need the higher doses, and the prices are subsequently quite high as well.
So there's people also asking, so is the initiation onto Wegovy the same as MJ?
It is the same as MJ, where you start off on the lower dose, regardless of what strength you were on the Mounjaro. Your initiation needs to be done on the lowest dose, which is 0.25.
I'm just going to point this out for anyone who's wants to go, thinks, oh, I'll jump onto Wegovy. That's fine. But remember this, the more people that jump over to it, and they will, the price will go up on this too. Just bear that in mind, people, because it's a fact.
As quickly as we possibly can. Obviously, they need to be identified at the duplicate orders, and then they'll be passed to the refunds team. You will receive an email as soon as it happens, and then depending on who you bank with, it can take up to 10 working days as a maximum, but that is set by the banks and not at Medicine Marketplace. But I, as work point of view, I have never known anybody take that long to receive the refund.
Yeah. There's people asking as well. So
they cancel their orders, they're asking, but no, you cancel it, won't you?
Liz, yeah, we will. And this is part of the admin team. That's why we've got her up today, because she does a lot. She's one of the senior members of our customer support team out there. So she knows the ins and outs, and she has been there. I think right at the beginning, when we started with our first patient, Liz was there by email, working from home, and then eventually we started working face to face.
Yeah.
people are asking, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've just been asked, sorry, by the admin team. They've just sent me a message saying, Liz, will you say that the new prices from September are not added on to the current prices? So the prices we're posting, that is the price that you will pay from the 1st of September.
Shit, it's a lot.
And you can find the Wegovy prices online. We can't tell you the prices whilst we're on live.
Yeah, the website's crashed because there's too many people.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah, so I'll be putting a video out after this as well, just to recap, and then they will have prices in as well, because you can do it through a video, you can't do it on the live. But people are asking, so if they order today, yesterday, or this week so far, can they order again in 2 weeks' time a little bit earlier than normal?
So we usually ask for a 3-week gap. Currently, I will try and look into it for you because I know the price points are changing. My only issue is that if you're ordering just before the 1st of September, that stock might need to be ordered on the first, which then is the higher price point for us. So it all depends on what the stock levels are like with the supplier as well. Because like ourselves, there will be hundreds of other pharmacies that are trying to accommodate for patients and these additional orders. We are taking on new customers as well, but just bear in mind, we've not thought about that far ahead. I know it's only 2 weeks, but because of this change and the number of patients coming through, I think we're just trying to get through this backlog first before we start thinking about what we're going to do in 2 weeks' time. But as it stands, if your order is too early, then most of the times we put your order on hold. Please, if you've only just received your order last week, don't try and reorder because that's too soon and we might just have to refund it altogether. We've just got to make it a little bit fair. I know some patients order every 2 weeks and we're constantly keeping those patients on hold. Liz will know because I'm sure she will recognize some names month in, month out because they are always in our hold pile. And we don't do any bulk buying or any bulk selling either. And we don't do any 3 to 10. We're trying to keep it safe for everybody. We always have done, and it's not something that we will be supporting right now either.
Somebody's just asked about the maintenance. If they're on Mounjaro maintenance, can they go straight over to Wegovy?
If their BMI is below 30, then unfortunately not. Then that means that they would have to remain on Mounjaro. I know the price point is much better, and maybe even Wegovy would have helped them in maintaining. But unfortunately, I'm at the marketplace. The criteria is moving over to Wegovy. Your BMI still needs to qualify, so above 30, or if it is between 27 to 30, it still has to be a weight-related underlying condition, has to be diagnosed by your GP for us to let you initiate Wegovy. I know a lot of customers are very upset, and I know people are saying it's really terrible. It is. We have reached out to Lily, and there's only so much we can do as a provider, and it's not come directly from us. I can assure you that it's that email confirmation or that we receive from them to say this is the new price point for everybody on the 1st of September, and that's why we've had to make these changes. I think we are the first ones to go live with our prices as well. And just wanting to be really transparent so everybody knows what to expect in 2 weeks' time. We don't want to take you by surprise overnight that our prices have changed, and that's why we have done this live and put this in place.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what I love about you guys. You are very transparent. Everything you do. I'm going to be posting a video as well with all the transparent stuff like that. Also, I'll do a video later so people can go on and see them. I know everybody else is talking about doing videos as well, but these are the genuine prices. Please don't kind of get snowed in by the scaremongering because there is a lot of that out there. I know the prices are
scaremongering. I think you've done a good job already.
And we've always had it, haven't we, guys? We've always had people questioning our prices anyway. They always, not just prices, the products as well, because they always thought, but then we have thousands of customers that we support now. And thank you to all your help as well. And social media like TikTok, where we started off first giving the information out there to all those customers and patients. And we know, and you know, that you've used our products and they are actually by Eli Lilly. And we wouldn't have put the prices up if they weren't, because we had to reflect that change as well right now, which is not going up right now. If you've just joined our live, it will be from the 1st of September.
Can you just assure people as well that are worried in the comments that I've just seen, that obviously with Mounjaro you can just go cold turkey and stop, because people are worried about just stopping because they can't afford the next pen, and just completely stopping without titrating down?
Yeah, there's absolutely no worry about that at all. There is no physical, mental dependence on the medication. You are not addicted to the medication at all. It is an aid. It is a tool that you have been using to aid your weight loss journey. That's what it was. So when you stop using the medication abruptly, what to expect? A few things. Hunger will come back. Appetite will increase. Hunger cravings, food noise will come back as well. Now's the time to sort of, if you need any healthy lifestyle changes and choices, make them now. So when you do eventually in 2 weeks' time have to stop, or even if you are stopping right now because you're worried about later on continuing your journey, you can maintain that weight that you have already lost. Even if you've only used the medication for a little while, little weight loss is still better than no weight loss. And we've seen the the health benefits that we have all, and you guys have all received from your weight loss journeys, haven't you? And there is a lot of data out there that supports. And what we tend to say is, even if you've not reached your target goal or target weight, don't worry about stopping the medication. If it is something that has a financial burden on yourselves and your lifestyle, and you feel like you can't continue with it, I certainly say that don't put yourselves out for it. Be comfortable in a way that be happy that you have lost a little bit of weight as well. And now's the time. Make all those changes, healthy lifestyle changes, use the NHS Live Well pages as well. There are really good resources on there to make those dietary measures, increasing your exercise as well, and still be in a calorie deficit. Obviously, using any weight loss medication was there, and it was aiding your weight loss journey. That's what it was doing. Being in a calorie deficit will also help maintain, and you might just continue losing weight with that calorie deficit.
So people are asking about the postage. So those prices that are flying through the comments, they are inclusive of the prices as well. Again, I'll repeat that on the video that I do, just to make it clear for everybody. People are also asking, which we've answered before, but people are asking if they're on 12.5 and 15, can't afford it, can they drop back straight down to 2.5?
You can drop down to 2.5. That's not a problem at all. We were expecting that as well, because we know that that's what the
that's like taking nothing
are in terms of affordability.
It'll be like taking nothing.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Just always remember, hunger, craving, appetite might just come back. You might just see a plateau as well. If you feel like it's helping you maintain, then so be it. It is something that has to be done and can be done. It's not a problem at all. But what I tend to say is, or what I sort of look into quite a bit, is that if your BMI qualifies, might be worthwhile using the Wegovy and seeing whether it gives you the same sort of results. I know a lot of you might argue my point and say that, hang on a minute, only works on one receptor as opposed to two, but there are still results to show that that medication also works.
Well, we might have no
people in here are saying, to your last comment there, that if healthy lifestyle changes work the first time, they wouldn't be on the medication. So people like me, Nicola, Tracy, and that, they've been on the medication for a year, just over a year or nearly a year, you would have built habits. Your brain would have built habits. Yes, you would have the food noise back. Yes, the suppression won't be there, but you would have built, hopefully, healthy habits to be able to, if you obviously can't afford it, you need to come off and do it yourself, willpower. Hopefully you've built habits to be able to do it yourself without that medication. I know it's a pain in the bum. Nobody wants to come off the medication uncontrollably, but some people are, unfortunately. It's heartbreaking that some people's journeys are going to end. Some people have just started their journey and now this has happened. So I understand what you said there. I can't remember who said it, but you should have learned habits, depending on how long you've been on it as well, to stop, obviously, plate sizes, portion sizes. When the medication doesn't work for me and the suppression's gone, I still feel like I'm full. So even though the medication stopped working, I still feel full. I get that feeling of fullness. It's not suppression. I barely get any cravings for sweet stuff or anything. So everyone's different.
That's brilliant.
But I don't really, the habits are a lot better than before I started.
Stop being a naughty
I've
doggy.
noticed people asking about stock levels for strength in the comments. From when we left work this afternoon, there was no issues on stock levels other than the 15 milligram. They're sold out today.
I think Salim said earlier the 12.5 is now gone out of stock as well. Is that right?
Yeah. I know some of you have asked as well what to do if the top at 5 and 15 is out of stock. Unfortunately, we don't have a date for when stock will be restocked. Basically, usually it is beginning of the month, so because of these price changes, we're not entirely sure what's going to happen. We will update everybody via our live again regarding or when we get a date for our next stock level update with the 12.5 and 15 as well.
This is a really good point here. It's not a question, but kind of a question. So someone's put, I have PCOS, it brought my periods back, and it's the only way I've lost weight. I'm scared what will happen. So with obviously people who are using it, for not just for weight loss now, but PCOS and stuff, what would you advise for them?
So if you are worried about the medication in terms of wanting to continue, what I would advise is if you still qualify with your BMI, move over to Wegovy. If you feel like the price point of the medication or the new prices is not something that you're going to continue with, it works very similarly, and you are able to continue your journey with that. Alternatively, what I would probably suggest is using the liberal pages to try and maintain that weight if it's not something that you want to continue.
No, that's brilliant. She's right. We should all try and maintain.
Can I just add? So a lot of people are saying, is it including VAT? Is it including delivery charges? So the prices that we are posting up on here is including postage and packaging, VAT, everything else. So it is literally, that is the price that you will get to receive. You will pay to receive the pen.
Okay.
From Medicine Market.
Yeah, please try not to answer any questions. Oh, sorry. I've just seen somebody say these prices don't include VAT. They do. Please don't try and answer other people's questions on there because some of the information going out to customers is not always correct. If you're not part of the moderating team and don't know the answer to all the questions, please refrain from answering. The prices that we have given, like Nicola has said, are including VAT, including delivery as well. That price that we have given will go live on the 1st of September, and that includes everything like our current prices do right now as well.
I've been asked, can we reiterate that the price increase is due to Lily and not Medicine Marketplace's decision, and also about the possibility of ordering more than one pen?
Right. So, like I started beginning of the live, what I'm going to restart with that now is that we are here to discuss the price point. We had email confirmation this morning from Lilly, who's the manufacturer of the GLP-1 GIP medication Mounjaro, to say they are increasing their price. And that's directly from the manufacturer. That's not even our supplier. So that's directly from the manufacturer to say that they have reviewed the price, they are increasing the price, and the reason that they gave behind increasing the price is that they want to bring it in line with the rest of the market around Europe, around the world, basically. Because they found that our prices here, we were one of the first countries that they bought the medication out in, and the prices were very low here, and they are finding that there were a lot of products being missold in other countries, and that's why they have found that they want to now put a restriction on and bring the price point unified across everywhere, basically. And that's the notification that came through. So at Medicine Marketplace, we then had to sit down and look at our price point in terms of what we will be charging from the 1st of September. So please be assured that hopefully we are quite competitive. We are one of the first ones out there to put our prices out. I don't think many companies have done what we have done. I can't guarantee our prices anymore after what has just happened today, because then I got a lot of backlash from everybody saying, you guaranteed, and what has happened now. So that's why we have put a price point in that includes delivery charges, that also includes VAT as well. So please do not listen to anybody out there. If they are not from Medicine Marketplace, please don't listen to anybody from another company trying to say that we are in the wrong or we are misselling or whatever it might be. Our products are all still genuine, still directly from Lilly, because if they weren't, we wouldn't have put our prices up either.
Yeah. Just to say, people are asking, with that, the prices now that you pay will still continue up until the 31st of August. So from the Monday the 1st, that's when the new prices will come in. So if you order a pen today, tomorrow, in 2 weeks' time, before the 1st September, you will still pay the prices today that are on there today. These prices, one there that's just come up, are floating in September onwards.
All right, so there you go. There you have it. So what do you all think? I reckon it's a problem. It's a big problem because I don't know if I can afford that. I think, what did they say? It was 157 for me, yeah, something like that. And I have it all up on the screen by the time I upload this. So yeah, I don't know if I can afford 257 pound a month, and that's the 5. That's the 5, right? That's the 15. So the thing is that I'm about to start 12.5. I'm getting mixed up all numbers now. About to start 12.5. It may work. I'm hoping it's working. The 10 hasn't been doing so good for me, and I don't want to go up higher. But now they're saying about people buying bulk. you know there's going to be some pharmacies going to be now I recommend that if you see anyone that says, yeah, we're selling it cheaper, make sure they're legit, because don't be buying some crap that you're injecting yourself with. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so if you jump over to Wegovy, it is different. But the thing is that when everyone's going to jump over to Wegovy, and it's going to raise the price of that too. So Ozempic, sorry, whatever, Ozempic, Wegovy. So my point is that this is bad for everyone. People who are about to start the Mounjaro journey, people who are on it, and people like myself who can't afford it. And even if you can, even if you can kind of afford it, it's still high for everyone. Do you know what I mean? So let's see where this goes. I'm going to try and get it, but I struggled with the 145 I paid the other day. Yeah, that was tough for me, and I have to go without big time. And I've got a son, 2 dogs, and like 2 cats I have to feed and look after when my son comes. Yeah, so bills and all that. Yeah, and I'm not working because I got mental health, and the doctor thinks I'm crazy. But no, he's right, I am. But the thing is that I can't afford it. So I don't know. See where you go. And also the reasonings for it to go up seems a bit unfair. You know, like everywhere else is cheaper, so we got to put up the price to make it even, to put it in line with other countries. And I do sympathize. I really do, because like I spoke to a lady called Laurie on GLP-1 interview. She's from the US, Florida, and she's paying through the nose quite heavily for this. So I do feel sorry for people, and I don't know what quite it is in other places in Europe, but apparently it's more than the UK. So it feels like we're getting shafted because other places. Why don't you lower the other places? How about that? You lower those prices too. You know, they can't lower it because they're making too much money on it. No, this is like a miracle drug. Everyone's running out to buy it. Even people who don't need it, all these TikTokers that are sticking themselves just to show how even more skinny they can get. That's fine. But yeah, for people like us, it's not on. And it's going to be a big problem for all of us. So I don't know what else to say. I'm going to do probably a live in a couple of days, or May or so, just to discuss and chat about what we think, and let me know in the comments if it's affecting you. Is it a big deal, or will you have to stop? Because I really now have to think about it, and if I do, what does that say about my channel? Where does that leave my channel? Do you know what I mean? I mean, people are not interested in me not being on it and me getting fat again, which I'll try not to. Now, these people here were saying, oh, weight management and get yourself into routine, and that's great. And they're right. It's true. We all should be doing that. When we're not all quite there yet, and stopping it makes that food noise come out, and that routine can go out the door real quick. Yeah. So this is my whatever. I don't know if I'm not clever, and I'm not smart as some of you guys watching this, or some of my friends who got their other channels. But I know what I know, and I know when things are going to affect me and other people like yourselves. And it hurts me to know that myself and other people, because I've spoken to so many of you in the comments, and I've got to know you, some of you, and I know this is definitely going to affect a lot of people. And another thing, right, I was going to say is that we got like 2 weeks notice of this. Do you know what I mean? 2 weeks notice. I mean, they didn't say, all right, after Christmas or January, February, whatever. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. And all because other countries, well, we have it cold in the US. The weather's mostly cold in the UK. So that's not fair. So how about we swap the way, we make it cold in Spain all the time. It's just stupid why they're putting the prices up just because one is like the other. And I understand, I really do, but you need to lower the prices for everyone. Yeah. And then it helps, because why would you? Because you're making money. It's all about the money. Yeah. It doesn't matter. And you can all still make a profit, because you're telling me that they're not making a profit from us here in the UK, even for it being low. Of course they are. But we get greedy. Pharmaceuticals get greedy. People get greedy. And that's what this all boils down to in the end, greediness and all that. Now, again, people might run out and buy in bulk, and they're saying not to, and they're saying you're not allowed to. I don't want to say not to, because I don't know if I would if I had the money. If I was rich, maybe I would buy in bulk, but I'm not, so I don't know. But I am worried. So that's all I have to say. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this anyway. You know, if you're struggling, I'll reply to all of them, you know, or if you've got something you know that I don't, or they didn't say. Again, their medicine marketplace. Now, I know everywhere is a bit different, but this is just kind of like a template, you could say, for what else other people are like. And if you go to someone, they're a hell of a lot more expensive, then, you know, they're taking the piss anyway. Do you know what I mean? So really, this is more of a template of what we should be, what it should be. And if you're on with, is it Medi Express and Boots and Superdrug and all these other places, yeah, if the prices are higher than this, then, you know, check this one out. Again, I'm not being paid, I'm not being sponsored by them. And the reason why I let the video go so long, if you're even watching by this point, is because they're going to be talking about stuff that doesn't affect me but may affect some of you. And I had to sign in and create all this to get into TikTok just to see this, all right? And because it's alive, once it's finished, I don't think we can see it again. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought, let's record it and do this while I was watching it anyway, do you know? So I think it was going on a bit too long, and they were going off into stuff, and they seemed like nice people, and good luck to them, and thanks for the info. As I said, marketplace, it has been pretty decent with me. 2 days the delivery, and if I need to talk, ask them something, they're always you know, replying, and they're all good, you know. So as I said, so I don't know, I'm just, my head is sore, so it's like, oh, do you know? So I'm just rambling on now. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll be doing a video, maybe even go live if anyone's interested, even if you're watching at this point, to talk about it more with someone else who is smarter than me. Do you know what I mean? So like and subscribe. But for now, and until next time,